what causes delays for some background screens and not others?
Well, as you mentioned, some states have excellent statewide systems. We always default to doing a statewide. It's the same cost as a county search, and you get the increased geographic coverage. I mentioned earlier California. A number of states come to mind. West Virginia is one. Georgia. Um, some of their counties were hacked, and it just destroyed the criminal record index. There were situations where we had to wait 2, 3 weeks until that worked through the process. So each state is different. We have to work with what we have. In those states where we find an acceptable statewide, we always default to the statewide. And when I say acceptable, I mean the reporting by the counties to this statewide system is timely, relatively accurate.
One of the tips that we give to employers that are in some of those states that have those long delays, they can't leave the job open for long periods of time. So what we recommend is that they hire them with a contingency upon
Right.
a clean background and drug screen. That absolutely works. And then when you're able to now there is obviously a little bit of risk there, but probably the bigger risk would be if you have 30 openings and you can't fill them because background and drug screening is delayed. That's worse for the organizations.
One of the things I tell employers is, hire slow, but fire quickly. So if you've got some folks that you are considering, perhaps consider doing the background investigation before hire. I know you mentioned it's a best practice not to, but an employer has to work with what they have.
I think it's important when employees have DOT drivers and non-DOT drivers that matrix includes the DOT matrix for reporting. Also, that everybody understands how to sort of consistently make decisions and how you're going to operate as an organization so that there's not a huge difference between a DOT driver and a non-DOT driver, but also understanding that if they have that DOT license, even if they're working as a non-DOT, then that's where you got to get your employment attorney involved and understand, what kinds of steps you need to take to protect the organization.